war is not a war of conquest. We are fighting in defense of our homes, our families, and posterity. We have petitions, and our petitions have been strong.
Racial animosities and intolerance are the deadly enemies of true democracy.
For many, many months, civilization hung in the balance. In the despair of dark hours, it seemed as though a world dictator was inevitable.
Thing as any in the nation's history. It does not call a sound to arms, but it is nonetheless a call to patriotism and to higher ideals in citizenship. The patriotic citizen.
And, John, by legislative enactment, today is the first day that
The time has come for a direct attack on the attempted Washington to substitute a tax-eating bureaucracy for a liberal democratic system. Business recovery offers more promise of...
The federal government owes a duty to adjust the position of the farmer with that of the manufacturer.
Let me make one thing clear right now. In the new administration that takes office next January 20th, there will be no special privilege for sale to anyone at any price.
Words of John Paul Jones, we have just begun to fight.
My heart has been troubled that I have not sought this nomination, that I could not seek it in good conscience, that I would not seek it in honest self-appraisal, is not to say that I value it the less.
No, the Supreme Court decision is not necessarily the law of the land. The Constitution still is. They interpreted by that action that it was wrong.
I don't want you to think we'll continue the campaign right away, but I just thought you ought to know you maybe ought to have a little rest. We intend to take some. We're not quite sure just what we're going to do with the next few days. We're going to stay out here in Minnesota. I haven't mowed the lawn for some time.
Governor Dixon, Governor Folsom, Lieutenant Governor Hardwick, Lieutenant Governor Ellis, Lieutenant Governor Enver.
The question is, where will America be 4 years from now? What is the American future?
To tell people only what they want to hear, to treat voters like children with sugar-coated explanations and fairy tale solutions. This kind of politics may have been acceptable in the 60s and 70s, but not today.
This is one of the most emotional and difficult issues that could possibly be debated. I think your questions, however, underscore the fact there is probably no way that government should or could answer this question in every individual case and in the private lives of the American people.
No, I don't, Bernard, and I think you know that I've opposed the death penalty during all of my life. I don't see any evidence that it's a deterrent, and I think there are better and more effective ways to deal with violent crime. We've done so in my own state, and it's one of the reasons why we have had the biggest drop in crime of any industrial state in America, why we have the lowest murder rate of any industrial state in America.
And again, every time you get into, see, I'm the only guy that talks numbers. I love this. Nobody else will even talk about it. I've said, it's like a crazy ant in the basement. Everybody knows she's there, but nobody talks about her. I'm talking about it. Then I can talk, with endless numbers about it. And then when I finish, typically the establishment press said, he didn't tell us enough.
Well, there he goes again. I mean, it's a line that's been used before, but exaggerating all the things that he did. He didn't do all these things. Let's take all these 4 years in a row. He came in with a high growth rate, the 1990 budget agreement, which some, didn't like.
Good evening. Just moments ago, I spoke with George W. Bush and congratulated him on becoming the 43rd President of the United States. And I promised him that I wouldn't call him back this time.
I believe in being strong and resolute and determined. And I will hunt down and kill the terrorists wherever they are. But we also have to be smart, Jim. And smart means not diverting your attention from the real war on terror in Afghanistan against Osama bin Laden.
My friends, we have come to the end of a long journey. The American people have spoken, and they have spoken clearly. A little while ago, I had the honor of calling Senator Barack Obama to congratulate him. Please.
Besides my wife, Ann, Paul is the best choice I've ever made. And I trust that his intellect and his hard work and his commitment to principle will...
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.